Did you know that PlayStation 4 has a blue light of death problem? I'm just making this video for informational purposes. PlayStation 4 was recently released in November, and there's a blue light of death problem and some other hardware issues, even networking issues. How severe is it? So I just made this video for informational purposes. So if you're wondering, you can Google it, and supposedly Sony released a statement saying that it affects less than 1% of PlayStation 4 hardware out there. And I Googled it to over here, ABC News, and it says over 1 million units were sold, and it says there's a blue light problem. Where was it that it said less than 1%? The number of affected PS4 systems is less than 1%. So if you do your math, a million units, that's a million units. 1% of that is about, I think, 10,000 PlayStations. It's quite a lot. And so a good way to kind of gauge how bad the problem is, sort of, is to look at the customer reviews here on Amazon or Best Buy. To my surprise, PlayStation 4 on Walmart doesn't have too many reviews, but it does have, at least if you go to customer reviews over here, it has one review where it says 1 star. It doesn't say what happened to it. So statistically, you can kind of gauge it through the reviews on these different websites. And I know people who have positive experiences on with their systems usually don't post comments on these websites. So you could say like maybe only 10% or 5% of the people post comments. Of the owners post comments on these websites. So still, when you look at the statistics, for instance, if you look at the Best Buy ratings, the 29 are ones over here. And if you just click on the 1 star and look at them, I went through the 29 1 stars over here. And here's a review that says $400 paperweight. And of those, about 15 of them were hardware problems somewhat related to the blue light of death. And then if you go to Amazon's website over here, you can see I went through the first 5 pages of 1 star reviews, and a lot of them were blue light of death or defective, dead on arrivals. So you gauge for yourself. I mean, always question what people tell you, and even what I'm putting over here, so don't take it at face value. It's just wanted to put it out there so you realize that there are some hardware issues with the PlayStation 4. I'm not saying you shouldn't buy it. Obviously, in the beginning of this video, I say, why not? Yeah, you should. My personal experience with PlayStation, I bought a PlayStation 3 years ago, and after 3 to 4 years of light use, it had the orange light of death. When I say light usage, I only played Blu-rays once every other day or something, and eventually it died. So personally, not too excited about either PS4 or Xbox One, because my recommendation is to wait until they roll out the kinks and make sure their quality control and reliability are out there. So you may want to wait for second generation systems. Obviously, there's not too many games too, so just wanted to mention this hardware issue. I mean, on the flip side, you can look into how Sony is dealing with this problem. And so I didn't really look too much into that because my past experience with Sony hasn't been too great. So good luck with your PlayStation 4 purchase, and I hope you enjoy your PlayStation 4.